It is 4:40. Let's look at the Schumann and see what the energy is. And as always, let me know in the comments how you're doing and how you're feeling. Thanks all of you for bearing with me. I really appreciate it. And yes, I will try to get the date correct. Clearly, my mind is 4,000 places, but we'll get there. Before we get into today, yesterday the Kumiano went berserk, so here it is. This makes sense for me. Full of I keep saying activity. I was full of energy until I wasn't yesterday. And it's probably on this downhill that I did not have energy. So if you kind of felt like full of energy, full of life, and then didn't, this is probably why. Looking at today's Russian graph, look at how much blue is on this. We have really pulled back up into these lower frequencies of 8 and 12, only a little bit happening here in 16, really focusing on this 8 hertz, our baseline frequency. You know, when I've had some messages from people saying that there's nothing significant about the Schumann, that it's just lightning, and yeah, it is lightning, but this is very impactful to humans. Our bodies need this. Without this, we cannot be humans as we know it. If you want to read more about it, I have 2 papers I wrote on it in my Substack. It's free. The link, you know where to go, up there. Check it out. I think it's really fascinating. And you might too. We have a lot of expansion and contraction. Expansion and contraction. So let's get into the spirit message. Expansion, restriction. The inhale and exhale of life. Constant flow, constant change. Living things are meant to evolve. And that is precisely what you're doing. And what we're doing collectively as a whole. Sometimes it just feels like we have birthing pains. But this too will work through. You can't stay in labor forever. So we have this little spike here coming all the way up to 50 hertz. But look at all this other, like, really subtle in the background heightening of energy as we get closer to Sunday and the full moon eclipse. This is just going to be a theme for a little while. I feel like as we get rattled, get shaken up, are placed wherever it is we need to be. Don't be afraid. Change isn't always a bad thing. While it can be scary, there's always something in there. There's always a little nugget that you can find. The train derailed because hubby was talking to me and I forgot what I said in the last. Thank you again for bearing with me. Energetically though, remember, change is not bad. It's just change. You decide what every experience is. Every time something happens, you decide if it's good or if it's bad. It's why something that's positive to one person may not feel that way to someone else. Or why, a word offends someone and someone else is not offended by it. You decide your experience and what things mean to you, what they hold. And as you grow and as you evolve, you may find something that you felt was a negative experience or, just rubbed you the wrong way. As you grow, that may change and it may no longer bother you, which is how you know you're headed in the right direction. It's how you know you've grown and you've healed in some capacity. And I really feel that's what the day is going to bring, more enlightenment, epiphanies. We may have some anxiety because you can feel it you can just feel it building until the eclipse comes and we have that release. So as things build, just be sure that you are communicating clearly, precisely. You know what you're feeling because there is a lot of emotions right now. Inner reflection, inner awareness. That's what it's all about. At least for right now. I hope you have a wonderful day.